Boom. We're recording, we're live. Three bands deep. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to mute this fucking thing. Because, oh my god, that's gonna get annoying.
Yo, I'm back.
Dope.
Welcome back.
The Udir ban. Oh, they have to ban the Rumble, no?
If they don't, then they're stupid.
If they ban the Rumble, they're... Oh my god, Rumble and Morgana are left up.
They're
What? They picked the Varus?
What? Why is Lee Sin even worth banning at this point? Like, I'm sorry, I have yet to see a reason why banning Lee Sin is even worth the time. I just don't get it.
Strong.
He's a good counter
He's not
pick.
worth-
Is it specifically a good counter pick?
It's the most melees, yeah.
No, don't pick the ADC. Pick the jungler here.
They can pick the jungle still.
I would literally just do Rumble Morgana right here. Throw Morgana support. Who cares? Just deny the Morgana. Take the Rumble.
Mm,
I'm not sure if their jungler is.
What is happening?
Unicorns of Love. Banning out Jinx, Udyr, Tristana. The Varus is at least a decent starting pick, but that's where a lot of these minor regions are looking like, except for Pentanet in the last game. The first time we saw with Detonation Focus Me and the LLA team Infinite, they were just playing on the last patch more or less.
All right. Well,
So at this point, it looks like
has
yeah.
won the game.
We're gonna find out because UOL has to secure Morgana in this next rotation, otherwise it's GG. Like they're just throwing away
I would just
chances.
pick it. Morgana's fine into the Alistar. Okay,
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, they have to pick Morgana here. They get blood blasted by the Rumble. Insta lock in the Rumble.
Italy?
No, fam. That ain't it.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
That means they're picking Renekton tough.
There's no way professional players don't understand the concept that Rumble actually just power farms faster than Italy, right? Like, they have to understand that.
There's also the coach trap.
Wait, this is just so objectively bad. There's no, like, rhyme or reason to their picks. They're literally just giving up priority in every lane.
Wait, Nidalee? Okay.
No, it wasn't just the Nidalee. The fact that they let the Rumble go through and then pick the Nidalee makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
After Varus, why would you pick the worst ADC and then also the worst jungler?
That's where the players end up coming. That's where I would end up bringing it down to the players, where they're just picking comfort over the tier list, you could say, in terms of the discussion or the argumentation. But it still feels bad. It still feels super bad. It's like you got to go for more than that. You have to try harder than that. What am I looking for here?
This is insane. Oh my god, they get Rumble mid and they go Kindred jungle. This is even worse. Well, you gotta have a Rumble pick here. Silas is the only thing I see.
Yeah.
But they have to go AD. Oh man. They don't have to because they have Gnar top.
I would have took the Silas. You got. This is Silas right here.
This is just they're playing. I think they're playing on a patch behind, guys. I don't think that they got the patch notes.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't. They
Yeah,
definitely didn't.
like Silas was so good here. Look at the ult he can take.
Yeah, Silas would be great.
You get.
Silas was the only one that could even like remotely save the comp, but he's
Yeah.
still pretty unstable.
No, they go with Morgana, or they go with Oriana at the end there. No Man's takes Oriana.
Yeah, it's really doomed.
Yeah, Rumble gets
All right,
mid.
but see the issue. I still think that Rumble jungle is way better than Rumble mid.
Does it get to outpace laners in terms of golden XP gain?
Yeah, exactly. And
And
you
not-
get to full clear, and you still get to gank.
Yeah, and then you also get to, have these soft ganks that, frankly, are really hard ganks. Like, I call it a soft gank because there's no hard CC coming from Rumble. He needs setup. But if he just lands the ult, he's chunking them out to half health before it even finishes laying down the ult on the ground.
Right, and I think what we're starting to see is certain junglers are just not comfortable with the Rumble style, like the control mate style of play.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a major, major issue moving forward into the tournament.
This is already a busted virtual meeting over here. It's already dumb.
Oh God. I don't understand it. Okay, so the Kindred wants to start top side here. I don't think Kindred wants to start bot side. He has no prio in his top lane. So he should be going from blue to red, and I think that he should skip a camp to get to Scuttle on time. I don't know how I feel about the Tom Kench pick either. Why is Tom Kench very strong again? I know this is a combo.
Mobility. And kill pressure in the lane too, I believe.
Yeah, but she doesn't have. Yeah, Nilly doesn't have a lot of setup. Like that's where I don't.
And
Yeah,
Anasek's
Anasek's just picking Nilly for comfort. It's not even that it's going to be very good for ganking, and I think it might. I don't know, but I would run a guess that it could outfarm the Kindred.
it will, yeah, barely.
But it's just not going to be enough for it to matter. The Kindred has, I think, a lot more to do in a team fight, especially if he even gets like to 3 marks than the Nidalee can.
There's only one win con, and it's a very bad one, and it's Gnar split push pressure into a TP flank. That's their only play. But yeah, Gnar has to get super far ahead in this game in order for them to have a chance. No, I think he should skip red and go Scuttle right away here. And then loop around, go golems into red into a mid gank. That's what Kindred should do. Because otherwise, he's going to lose top and mid prio for when he goes back up top. And that's when Nidalee can look to invade. He's not doing that. And we'll see. His teammates are playing around him to get the Scuttle, but like a little worried for that one top. Both junglers know what the other one is. Mark is top.
Oh?
So that means Kindred is not going to get Mark.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's going to have to
At least gotta get Scuttle, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this path. Because now what the Nidalee should do is invade and drop a ward, and then do from bot to top clear again. And the next clear she does, she should invade. So drop a ward here. Exactly. Okay, well,
She just showed where she was.
Yeah, you should be dropping a ward there. Oh, does she have sweeper?
Yeah, she has sweeper.
No, she just upgraded to sweeper. She had a ward. I don't know where Nidalee used it. This is a bad bot gank. You need to reset. Timer is already up. Alright, so Nidalee has a tempo play now. So what she's going to be able to do is once she full clear, she's going to have a solid 30 to 40 seconds where Kindred's going to be still farming to make a play either top or mid. And she can use that prio that she gains if she blows a flash to then contest early dragon. We're going to see how this works out. She's going to use that to gank bot. That is so dumb. What the fuck is going on? Dude, just full clear top. What? What the fuck is happening now? Kindred has the prio. Oh,
they're both just pathing horribly at this point. Or they're not even reading where each other are and how best to actually stuff the enemy's
the issue
win
is that
conditions.
There's nothing to get bot.
Yeah.
There's nothing to get. Even if you blow a flash, it doesn't do anything for you because you lose your jungle prio, and you're gonna give up dragon if you gank and it doesn't work, which is what's gonna happen now. Oh, super bad early game. Well, now you have to dive top. Orianna has to shove mid and dive top here. That's the only play. You give up dragon, shove mid, and dive top. I don't know what's going on. Both the solo laners are TPing, so I guess they don't care about Drake.
One of the things about the draft here is unicorns being on red side, they're able to
Looks like it.
Dude, I have no ability to understand what is happening on this map right now. None of this makes sense. When we were watching Cloud9 versus Damwon, at least everything made sense as to why things were happening.
Orianna the Rumble is extremely good. Allows the Orianna, with the extra safety of the range, you can just scale up. The attempted kidnapping on the Scuttle Crab here by Pumpkin is short-lived, but does delay and does pull the rest of the team down further towards bottom side, allowing Pabu to at least move in, clear out a ward.
I like the fact that he went for it. Yes, they didn't have the manpower to secure the thing, but just doing that, I love to see it. Back down here on the bottom side, will clear out the
Kindred is invading with Rumble Prio. This could be big. Nidalee could get collapsed on here.
Again, are going to continue trying to apply that pressure. But talking about pressure, Kobe, it's Pabu in the enemy jungle looking to take away here with this blue buff.
I feel like it's a handshake right now.
Yeah. Kindred gets blue buff steal. Gonna pat towards top. I mean, the longer this state goes on, the better it is for Penta gaming. Kindred is scaling, Varus is scaling, Ornn is scaling. And Rumble is engaging mid.
That was a good Oriole.
Oh, going in. Pabu's gonna have to jump out.
Oh, Rumble flash.
Okay, Nidalee needs to invade here. Alistar's coming up. This is good.
Yeah, she's looking for it right now. He's going on the blue buff. Decoy's gonna spot it, but Santa is gonna be here to actually help secure. Pabu coming up. Nope, it's gonna be stolen out. I think they're gonna fight over Gromp or
Rift, man. Just start Rift. You have your support. Your mid laner has prio. What the fuck is happening?
steals the Gromp, which is it's kind of whatever. Gonna leave.
Why are
Nope.
supports coming top so that the jungler can steal a buff? Oh my.
I think they're just ready for the fight. They're super ready for the fight, and both these ADCs bot side can just AFK farm.
So they are doing Rift after both supports leave.
Oh. I think Ananasix is getting a large advantage off of that. It's just that it's very dicey play. It's very high variance play. And I think that's your problem with it, is that it's high variance.
No. I think the Rift was correct, but I just don't understand why they didn't do it right away.
Mhm.
When they invaded for the buff, like, the other side can lose Dragon right away, you know? So it doesn't really make sense to me. But in this case, okay, they get the dive off. That's exactly what they needed to happen. Now, they're trading a Dragon for this, so they should be able to get a bunch of plates top with Rift Herald.
And Orin doesn't have if they actually came to that Drake, that would have been.
Yeah, they don't have option 2. Is this the full turret? That's
yes,
huge.
full turret.
Okay, there's actually a win con here for UOL, which is what I was saying is Gnar getting very far ahead and being able to create split push pressure, and then TP flank, which they are creating. But again, I don't understand why they're allowed to do this. Why the Dragon didn't go down way sooner, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was looking at the goal when the junglers were skirmishing over the Gromp and the blue and all that stuff before the first blood happened. It was about a 300 lead for the Unicorns. Now it's 2,500 after the first.
Now, in order for Penta Gaming to slow this game down, they need to be playing around their Kindred. Let's see if Varus gets his Prowler's Claw complete. Actually, it's only 10 minutes. There's no way, right? What does he buy here?
Derax.
The Unicorns of Love, they've already got top dominance there with the tower down. They can push that lane out. They have so much gold that
He's going Dust Blade.
Attempting to get any value out of
Yeah.
Dragons, and it makes it so difficult to continue on with the later Drake because you're fighting into completed mythic items. Inventory right now, mythics are so big in this game. Already Stridebreaker, already the Night Harvester there for Boss, for Ananasek. These guys come to town.
Look at the money.
Kind of slap, okay? Darwin Stridebreaker having an extra dash in the kit is insane. We've seen it all split long.
As Rumble mid is very underwhelming right now. He's not able to get his shoved and roams.
Yeah.
The whole point of Rumble is that you want to perma alt side lane. But
Yep. Permalt side lane.
he's not able to get anything off right now. Oriana's being able to push him in all game.
Oh dear. That production value is dropped.
Oh, here's a flank. Here's a Rumble Kindred flank.
Possibilities.
Are they going to get baited into fighting? They do see the
And-
Kindred coming.
And
back
Freak's
off.
microphone is dog. Spear chunks out Pabu, and there goes that idea. I'm sorry, PGG are just not proactive. That's all I'm getting out of this team right now. They are playing scared in this tournament, and they need to figure themselves out because this is just not okay.
This is a massive comp div, and they can't do anything with it. This is really, really bad.
Forget even the comp diff. It's just they're in a play situation. They just do not go for it. Like they did.
I'm saying like they had all the priority in the world when they saw the Nidalee just fuck around bot side.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the Kindred isn't just focusing on full clearing, and then the Rumble should be trying to roam with his jungler to gank a side.
I don't know why he doesn't
But
go
they
all in on
most
No
of the
Man's
team-
there. I don't know why he doesn't go all in on No Man's. Like he had ult.
You don't want to. Actually, I don't know what the ult cooldown is, so maybe you could have.
The ult was available. It's a minute 40
No,
right
no.
now. It's a minute.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
minute 50 until drag. The ult would have been back up. He's only level 1. We already went over this. It'd have been back up in less than a minute. He could have all in on No Man's there and either gotten the kill, forced out the TP. Like I just don't see a proactivity out of Pentanet. That's my biggest issue with this team so far. Like,
Looks like everyone is going Dark Harvester though, so maybe I'm wrong about that item.
Good item. It's a very good item on Rumble.
Night Harvester.
Night
I was like Dark Harvester. I was like Stacks. No, like there's no Karthus here.
Rumble overheated, so he can't ult. Yikes. This is really bad. Tragedy of a gameplay. All right, well, they have to fight for next dragon. Into that. Let's see if they set up around it.
Wait, is this being streamed?
Yeah, it's being streamed and recorded right now.
Oh, I thought it wasn't.
It is. It's Unicorns of Love. I just can't put them down. Unfortunately, the record is going to be smattered with all these chat dings on this job virtual fair that I'm chatting with employers on right now. Super annoying, and I can't figure out how to mute it.
Oh boy, UOL has first prio on dragon. Oh boy. All right, let's see the Rumble ulti. It's just doomed. Holy hell. What are we watching? What is this, dude? He just whiffed everything.
Chaz super liable. Chaz is a super liability for this team, and it is gonna be tragic.
Okay, I think I'm watching. Still, or is it in Gold's play right now?
Ugh. I love how the difference between Australian Rumble and LPL Rumble. That's all I've got right now. That's the meme I'm looking forward.
I still can't get over the fact that he built the freaking Horizon Focus or Focus Horizon or whatever the fuck it's
Oh yeah, just BMing the shit out of it.
I have never seen that before.
Pabu's just magnetically attracted to these spears.
Yeah. It's kind of a jungle diff, not gonna lie.
I just see a bad Rumble. That's all I see. I'm sorry if you have the most busted character in the game right now, and you're not just all inning on people.
I will say he is much less busted in the lane than he is in the jungle. I think the reason why he's busted in the jungle is because he can clear so fast and stay so healthy. Putting him in the lanes really affects his ability to be able to influence the side lanes, I think. What is Pabu doing, dude? What is happening? Okay, so they need to make a play around mid. While Kaisa and Nara are splitting. Instead, they're going to wiggle their asses around and then go do their own things. Okay.
Let's do it. Kobe, you are hereby officially relieved of play-by-play duties. I'm sorry. Take a drink of water, buddy. After talking non-stop for what feels like an eternity now,
I wonder if I played in the OC if I would be Challenger.
No.
Diamond 2 Challenger?
No. I mean, like, because these people still get Challenger on the other ladders, right? It's just, I'm not sure if they're
like
playing.
Really good pro players. I meant like the pro players for sure will get Challenger anywhere. I'm talking about like low Challenger, just like barely scraping in. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I just think they're playing scared from the RNG game.
No.
That's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like they have a good comp. They have an engaged comp. They can surprise someone in the lane with Kench, which seems to is gonna go up in prio. Maybe, I don't know. It's just looking like they're afraid. They're afraid to make a mistake after the RNG game. And you can't have this fear in a tournament like this.
So you know what's interesting? These teams are going to play each other a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? Or is it 3?
It's going to be 4 times.
Because of the missing team, right?
Right.
Wait, no, it's going to be 3 times. They all still play 6 games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So they'll play each other 3 times, which means I
Best
wonder
of
if they
3
played.
series.
Yeah, exactly. And I wonder if this game was just like a
Warm up.
no, like a draft prio survey. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
they left open so many things. They wanted to figure out what the people's priorities were. And if UOL ends up winning this game while letting through Rumble and seeing that the enemy team is not going to pick Morgana, uh, it's a massive advantage for them.
Mm.
So that means that they don't need to ban the Morgana, and they can always first pick the Rumble, knowing that opponent is going to go Kindred. I don't know. What do you think? So far, Kindred hasn't been that like strong of a pick, even though everyone's saying that he's OP. You guys seen something different?
For Rumble or for
Kindred? I haven't seen it yet.
no? The thing is that Kindred has a much more scaling element to it. Rumble just hits harder earlier. The biggest thing about Kindred is just the ultimate just denies everything, but you have to be able to equalize everyone's health across the fight to really get the advantage out of it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's Kindred is super strong, but there's a lot of playing around it. There's letting it and making sure that it gets the marks, and then truly utilizing the ultimate to make sure that you're gonna win the fight. Like it's more
I don't know.
the ultimate's more about
Alice
stuffing combos than anything.
Yeah. Like Alice had it as an S tier pick along with Rumble in his like tier list. But to me, it seems like very situational. If you have like a Lulu or a Zillion or something on your comp, I think the Kindred becomes a lot more enabled because he can move fast and deal a lot of damage safely. But without that, by himself, he does not seem that strong in isolation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4K goal lead.
All right. If I see Oriana die here, I might just have to leave the game. Holy shit.
Puts a little bit of damage back into Chaz here. He's still pretty low on mana. And with that last bit of damage flying over the wall, No Man's probably doesn't want to stick around here too much longer. As Santa's near. Okay, no. We're not quite going to get that here just yet. I feel like you probably would have seen the camera shift like you got to learn how to read the observers. Some tells. Yeah. We're using some context clues.
Mm-hmm.
Future hacks there. Honestly, though, the execution damage on Varus when they buff that.
Mm-hmm.
Your little tap there. Now they're trying to bait. Now that you signaled your tricks, it can be in your head.
They know that I'm trying to expose the secret techniques, so they're gonna make sure that they clown on me a little bit now. But that's okay. We got the Unicorns of Love defending underneath the tier 1 turret up here right now. Praedyth and Decoy trying to get whatever damage they can into the last remaining part of the health bar here. Still 0 turrets taken by Pentanet so far. They really want to pick up some of this standing gold and start to close that gap.
Yeah, I mean, we can count all of the issues that they have. We've been trying to look for their comeback play, but with ultimate to make a big ultimate push for one of these 5-on-5 fights, which is the only way you can actually gain ground back into this game, they're going to have so many issues to deal with. Okay, Nar, we've been talking about Boss forever. He's a big problem. Obviously, we'll push in side lane.
All right. I'm hopping off again. This
All
game
right,
is
tough.
doing me to sleep.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, hopefully the games get better. Teams are just field testing the waters. I think the most competitive one was the Damwon game.
Yeah, that one was competitive just because you could sense the tension of all the little goals and little objectives that Cloud9 were trying to hold on to. Unfortunately, like RNG's has been the funnest game so far.
What is that Rumble alt? Oh my.
It reaches out, it says hi, gives you a pat on the back, and lets you walk away. They're just reaching. They just don't know how to deal with this.
Well, your team is literally 4 screens away from you. What are you doing?
Oh, he don't care. He knows he's not going to die from this. Like, all I'm saying is him preparing for a play that Kai'Sa could probably get into if they get a single person. But otherwise, he's going to get out. He's got ult. He's got flash. Just looking for plays. That's all I see there. Because they're not scared of PGG. They're just not. 4,000 gold lead is pretty significant. This Rumble is not scary.
PGG would need to win.
And he's gone defend. And he's got actually. That's not. I thought that was Vert and Barry for a second. No, So he's got penetration, which is nice, but what are you worried about? Who's really building MR on the enemy team? There's no verdant barrier on the Orianna. There's no MR anywhere else on the enemy team. Like Merc Tread's topside on the Gnar. So he's trying to get ahead of a curve that's not even beginning to show itself.
Chem Tank's not even that good. You're better off with Iceborne, since you'll be able to
get huge and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, not sure about the chem take on Ornn. I don't know what Ornn's running in to do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, even though they do have Ornn item upgrades that will be coming in now, it's still very difficult for them. You know.
Well, Pabu's about to have a hard time. Oh, and there's the ult, and team's trying to come over. Oh, comes down, gets no heals, gonna have to back. Almost catches him with the cheek, and Chaz, Boss is about to show him exactly why he's named as such. This is so depressing out of PGG.
This is where I would, if I could, still FF, I would. Well, I mean, they have Ornn items, so that's the thing, but they would have to get to that late game point.
Oh, and that's a double over for Lodic, and bye-bye PGG bot lane. Super sad time there, bud. I'm sorry, what? Which ones?
Alrighty.
Camera. I guess allow. Now, which ones?
Because that's where unicorns will be marching incredibly quickly here. They only went for a couple of resets there. Everybody else pushing out onto the map. You can see Ananasek still continuing to deny these.
Who's trying to start a live video cast with me? Unprompted.
Here's another look at it from the perspective of PGG as they walk down mid lane. Santos with a beautiful flank here. He's hiding up on the top side. This is the advantage of having such strong vision control. Alistar right into the middle, zones them off right as
Services. There it is.
perfect timing on the shockwave and bye Varus.
Yeah, that Axe Effect replay did a good job of showing just how quickly they both disappeared. Looked like about half HP left on Varus, and then poof, no HP left on Varus.
Alright, yeah. This is UOL's jungle now. The Varus has got good poke, but they can't get enough control for it to even matter.
Yeah, and Alistar is you can just knock him up and it's
GG's.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And Gnar can knock him back. I mean, this is a pretty clean game.
Out of UOL, yeah. Yeah, this is why UOL's getting out of this. Pentanet are not showing themselves to be worth much else. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's weird to hear hooves knocking on the front door letting you know, hey, we're coming in! Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright. So this should be... Oh, that's a catch, and that's a dead Pabu. I'm sorry, but no chances available. Oh, and Boss is just going in, just diving in. Tower's gone down here, but Santos ready to keep it going, and I think UL's ready to finish this game up. Forget the inhibitor. Lodic just running forward. That spear hits prey, and that is just so scary. And Chaz just standing there wondering why he picked the most OP pick in the game and failed to use it. Oh, and the shockwave out from No Man's to take down Prey. And that's going to be 0-2 for PGG on the start. of MSI, and UOL looking as strong as ever. Oh, the timing on the spawn! Oh my gosh! They've practiced their stomping, and that's the end of UOL versus PGG here at MSI Groups Day 1.